Welcome in, everyone, to the Game or Die Show. My name is Ryan Moore, and tonight we're going to be playing a little bit of video games. That's right. We're here. It's April. That means April's game of the month is Metroid Prime Remastered, and man, I'm having a blast with this. If you haven't been following along, or if you're a new member, welcome. We have been playing through Metroid Prime Remastered, the game on the Switch that came out in 2023. However, the original game came out on the GameCube, and this took Metroid in a crazy new direction. I actually never really was into the Metroid series, but after a really long time of wanting to get into it, I finally did with the 2D series several years ago, and I had a blast with it. So I always wanted to get back into Prime and kind of see it. I've actually played through part of this game in VR, believe it or not, but I never really dove deep into it. I never finished Prime 1, never went to 2 or 3 really. So I figured this is a great time since they finally announced that Prime 4 is going to be coming out this year on the Switch and Switch 2. So I figured why not play through the series to get prepared and ready for it. So I'm super excited. I'm ready to go. We're in a tornado watch, by the way. So if you see the background starting to shake and like things just flying out of the screen, and if I just randomly take enough, yeah, sorry about that. I actually might have to stop the stream at some point, but I'm gonna try not to do that. We're gonna have some fun on this Saturday, and let's just get started with some Metroid Prime Remastered, shall we? Okay, so when last we left off, like 24 hours ago, I was going through the frozen tundra section, the snow area, the Fendara Drifts, and I've been struggling kind of figuring out where I should go next. I actually wanted to try and maybe do just a tad bit of research today, but today's been such a crazy day. Not only are we having crazy storms, yeah, seriously, dude, the weather has been so crazy. I've never seen weather like this in my life. We're literally having tornado watches every day for the past week. Like multiple confirmed tornadoes on the ground every day for the last week. It's insane. Luckily, we're in a fairly good spot because of the hill terrain, so that breaks up the clouds and the weather to create a tornado, but it's been rough. What's up, Zeffler? How are you doing tonight, buddy? All right, so we gotta figure out where to go next. I struggled a little bit last night with kind of figuring out where to go next with our map and with our section that we've gotten to. We've gotten all these artifact locations, and it's going to tell us, like, go to Magmor and find the shrine. Go to the tower in Fendara and, go there. Go to the Sun Chamber, which we tried to do. We tried to go to the Sun Chamber, but it did not allow us to walk through it. So I guess we got to unlock something else. So that was kind of the weird thing. Now, they did show me in the menu, which I keep bringing up wrong. So let's back out. Nope. Let's back out there. And I'm assuming this green part is where we're supposed to go. Nope, that's where we are. Oh my gosh, dude. What is this? The Chapel of Elders. Like, I'm not even really sure where to go right now. And that's kind of the bummer thing is like, shoot, please just tell me where my next location is. So I'm not really sure. The only thing that I am able to go off on is that we did see that cutscene with Ridley, like, flying this way. And so I went, oh, yeah, let's go there. But it just did not help at all. Now this is, again, oh man, I'm so bad with this map. The buttons, the button combinations and everything. Now this Chozo Ruin, I don't think we could go up there because we don't have the magnetic lift. We couldn't go here because we don't have, again, like some other stuff. So we were in this, whatever area. Let's see. The Chozo Ruins. We went into the Chozo Ruins. We went into the Magmor Caverns. We went into Fendara Drifts. And I'm just not sure where we're supposed to go. Now, let's look at the landing site, Tallon Tunnel. We could not get up there either. We went there. So it's, again, a lot of just like guessing, okay, where to next? And I just cannot figure it out. Frigate crash site. We spent all night last night, like just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, where I'm at right now, there is a room here that says if I can get up there somehow, we can explore. So maybe that's what I need to do. I just don't see a way to get up there. Scanning out of range. There we go. We got a scan. A cordite statue is worn and weathered. Scanned indicates that the presence of a power conduit behind the statue. Okay. So some form of power, but how do we get that power, right? It has just been oh, no, I was going to say we got the double jump now. So we can do that, but we tried double jumping. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. All right. I think we're back on track, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and germs. Mr. Hammond, we have power. Oh no. Man, that electric thing. Boom. I love the Metroid series so much, and I'm so happy I finally jumped into it after all these years. Because one of the things I actually try and tell people of this a lot when we talk about older games and retro games is there's such a massive backlog of old classic retro games that are good, that are not bad. And there's so many that there's no feasible way to play all of them all the time forever. Like, you can always play a new game every day and still never play every game ever created. So at this point, it's really like, just pick something and go with it. Oh, shoot. I'm bad with this guy. These she-goths. I'm trying to scan this guy. That's what I want to scan. I don't think we scanned him before yet. No, we have not. This is an ice parasite, a scavenger with a crystalline outer shell. Parasites are hardy creatures, able to adapt to any environment within the 3 generations. The ice parasites are a prime example. Having adjusted to a frigid climate, this vermin now thrives in it. Omnivorous, it can exist in life areas hostile to most life forms. Okay, cool. Good to know. Now, this is a Chozo statue, right? A statue depicting a Chozo balancing the plane of existence in his hands. Okay. Now, this would be a statue in the 2D games that you would jump on, and there would always be a power-up. You know, like the double jump or the missiles, the grappling hook, all of that stuff, or grappling beam, or the ever awesome screw attack. I gotta say, I don't know if the screw attack is in this game. I'm assuming it is because it's in every Metroid game. I really can't wait to use it if it is. This statue is flawless. Okay, good to know. Flawless statue. Flawless victory. It's funny, I was actually, in the Discord, I have a couple voice channels that are basically playing stuff 24/7. So if you ever want to have some form of just kind of background noise or whatever, you can go into those channels. I have a podcast channel, so every episode of the Game or Die podcast is 24/7 looping. And that does sometimes break because of the way Discord works with music, because when the music track's playing the podcast, sometimes it breaks it. But I also have a Classic Streams channel, and I was looking at the Classic Streams channel one yesterday. The statue seems to have frozen in place. All right. Is that it? Sorry, hold on. Okay. And when I had it on the other day, or I think it was yesterday, I watched one of the episodes, and I played Mortal Kombat Trilogy last year at some point. And I was like, dude, I don't even remember that. Like, I was sitting there watching me play through Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and we did that just like, what, last week, 2 weeks ago? It's pretty interesting. All right, a statue depicting a burst of Chozo Shaman adorns this door. A symbol is carved into its forehead. The translation reads, "To pass my gaze, seek my twin within this room." Well, that's got to be that, right? Or we got these other ones. A statue depicting a bust of a Chozo warrior. The statue is flawless. Flawless victory. Statue depicting a philosopher. It's also flawless. This is the architect, and this is the shaman. Several stress fractures can be seen running along the surface of the brimstone object. Stress fractures. So shoot, missile. There we go. Haha. Pop. There it is. And with that, I think we should, I don't know, crack one open with the boys, crack a cold one open. So it's Saturday, and we're having some fun here. So if you got one, cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. It's been I wouldn't say it's a weird Saturday. It's just an interesting one. Thank you, Mrs. Katz, for redeeming the channel points. Again, if you don't do a lot of Twitch stuff, because we do have a few new members in the Discord and also the channel, Twitch has this thing called channel points, where as you watch the channel, you just accrue points naturally over time. And I have created several points that you can, things that you can redeem with points. And they're just little fun little things. Some of them are sound effects from video games. Some of them are kind of like other stuff that you can redeem, like making me do stuff, like Dukeify my message. So if you want me to read your message as Duke Nukem in Duke Nukem's voice, I'll be more than happy to do that if you redeem those points. So it's just a little bit of fun interactivity within Twitch. That is Twitch exclusive, so if you were watching the stream on Kick or Rumble or X or even YouTube, doesn't work. All right, Z-Flare, I'll Dukeify your message of shake it, baby. My voice we have not done a lot of Duke Nukem voices in a while, so I got to get back to it. But yeah, when we were doing Duke Nukem 3D last year in VR, oh my gosh, that was such a fun playthrough. More health. More health. Oh no! Come on now. Oh crap, these guys, like the actual hardest enemies in the game for me. Okay, never mind. Not that bad. I have a lot of missiles. I have 30 missiles, so I got enough to actually just waste a little bit. One of my favorite things about this is, honestly, the attention to detail. Like how Samus has her face goes into the visor, right? Like you see that reflection of Samus's face in the visor when explosions are really near her. Or the the condensation when you get close to water. You know, like, oh man, it's so well done. It's incredible. Did I kill all of them? Yeah, I did. Yeehaw. Oh crap, we got a new one. Yeah, what's up, Faustus, and welcome in, buddy. How are you doing tonight, dude? Supreme Predator of the Fendaria Drifts. All right, that dude, that is a menacing one. If I could take a screenshot right now, I would. She-Goths are invulnerable to most beam weapons. The crystals on their back absorb energy, which they can fire at prey. She-Goths have poor stamina. Oh, okay, that's good to know. They hyperventilate after using their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly of a She-Goth is susceptible to concussive blasts. That kind of sounds like my dog Viper. Her soft underbelly is susceptible to various pets. In the battle, they expel blasts of frigid gas to ensnare their targets. They are also fond of ramming and trampling their helpless prey, or hapless prey. Yeah, Viper, her little baby puppy belly is so soft. It's like one of my favorite things. Ooh. You just woke up? Yeah. Yeah, you're in a very different time zone than we are here in the United States, but that's okay. I always, like I say, I always appreciate you showing up, buddy. Hope you had a good night's sleep, and hope you... What do you got planned for today? You playing any games lately? I've been trying to figure out, like... Oh, shoot, I'm actually kind of getting hurt, so... Whew. No plans? Okay. Okay, let's scan this again. Hold on. They're invulnerable to most beam weapons. The crystals on their back absorb, and they can fire at the prey. Okay, so don't shoot it. They have poor stamina, and they hyperventilate after using their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. And the softer underbelly is susceptible to concussive blast, which would be ball form, I believe. Ooh, that hurt me a lot. Ooh, I'm getting hurt. I am getting hurt a lot. Oh, crap! Drop bombs. There we go. Okay. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. I'm getting rocked. Oh boy. Wow, that took out a lot of damage, or a lot of health. Crap, crap, crap. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is not good. I'm getting kind of... Okay. Okay, we got a little bit more health. Ah! Ah! I mean, if you know me at all, you know I suck at boss fights. So I'm trying. But dude. There we go. Yes! Hey, we did it. We did it. Yeehaw. We'll crack a little whip. There we go. And yeah. So today, my wife and I, we actually went out to go shooting. And we had a long day. And I fell asleep for a little bit. Yes! Upgrade, cannon upgrade? Wave beam. Oh, is that the one that like shoots the tri? I remember in the 2D version that it shoots like a tri like shot. Okay, so X plus the left D-pad is to switch to the wave beam. This weapon can open wave doors. Ooh, the purple doors. Additional download data from the inventory screen. Press the minus button to access the inventory screen. And then we've unlocked new extras. We haven't even looked at any of the extras. I'm not a big, like, extras bonus guy anymore. I used to, like, devour that stuff, but now I'm just like, eh. It's not that big of a deal to me. I don't know why. I don't know why. But my wife and I, we went shooting today, and we had to shoot 50 rounds at a target to qualify for some stuff. And I was like ready, like we shoot all the time, you know, in our backyard and stuff. So I was like ready, but when we were at the range, I haven't been to a range in a while. Some dude next to me was shooting this gun. I don't know what it was, and it was so freaking powerful. It was crazy. The target was a shoot. I should have brought my my thing. Maybe I'll post the video in the Discord, or the picture in the Discord. But my grouping was actually really well done grouping. So I was happy about that. Okay, so what was it? X plus that. Okay, and that's our wave beam. There we go. Oh, dude, look at that. Oh, that's a solid beam. I am all about that. So that was fun. It was a fun day of shooting, and you know, I'm very happy that we did it. But normally, like, we just shoot in our backyard. I'm still trying to set up a shooting range. It's been so busy, man. It's been so busy. Can I unfreeze his hands? No? Okay. All right. Let's take a look at the map here. Is there any other purple area? There is a purple area. So let's go save. Like we say, ABS, always be saving, right? Whoa, hold on. Look down before you leap, Ryan. Look down before you leap. Oh, man. I love this game. I'm having... Did I actually kill it, too, with this wave beam? All right, sweet. Suck it, energy balls. Yeah, so our new house, we have so much land that we can set up an actual shooting range, which is super cool. We go out and shoot, you know, just randomly, but the range itself isn't really set up. If you watch the Game of the Month video that I did for Stalker 2 back in January, that was where roughly the ranges is, but we just haven't set it up yet. Right now, it's just an area. All right, let's save. Oh, ABS, always be saving. Do I want to save? Yeah. I know, man. I've been so bummed out that I got so sick recently, because that was my plan for this new year, was to go really hard into, you know, a lot more video production. And now I'm finally feeling better. But over the course of the last 3-4 months, I've just been so sick so often that I haven't been able to. Plus the weather. The weather is a huge issue right now. It's weird. All right. So we need to go to there. How do we get to there? Up. We need to get up. Up and to the left. Back and to the left. Yeah. But, you know, the cool thing is, just because I haven't been able to do it doesn't mean I'm not going to. So real soon, I will be working on more video stuff, more fun video production. It's just trying to find the time between my job, my regular life, you know, with our house and everything, improv, my improv group, and then church activities too. Like, there's just so many extracurricular activities, plus the daily streams, that it's just like, shoot, I need to find some more time somewhere, somehow. But I'll get there. I'll get there. Right? Dude, the thing that I've noticed more than anything else in my life is that I really understand that there truly is not enough time in the day. There's just not enough time in the day to get things done. So you really got to prioritize. And that's something I've actually had to really learn over the last couple of years. Like, figure out what you want to do and stick to one thing, because you ain't getting everything done. Not in one single day. Okay, so we need to get up there. How do we get up there again? I remember I was having a little bit of a hard time with this last night. Yeah, that rain is just coming down. Oh, yeah, and we also have we've set our second show up tentatively for a second improv show for, what was it, May 9th. So in just about a month, we'll have our second improv show, which I'm very excited about because that first show was really fun. Okay, so how do we, was it this way? Let's try it. Let's try it. I'm not going to sit here and go through maps for 5 hours. We're just going to run. Man, the sound design in these little hallways are so good. It's so crisp, and it sounds exactly like footsteps that it feels like people are actually walking behind me. And I kind of have to double check. Why is the weekend so short, man? You got me, dude. The weekend needs to be at least 4 days long. And I don't know about you, but I think the work days should only be a few days per week. That's my my campaign trail. I'm gonna run for president, and I'm gonna run on the office of weekdays are shorter, or work days are shorter, and did I just go back? Shoot, hold on a second. And weekends are longer. Make the 5-day weekend mandatory, right? Vote for Ryan. Ryan for president. UN president. Yeah, I'll do UN as well. Doesn't seem like that hard of a job to do both United States and UN president, right? This job should be fine. Should be easy. Crap. Oh, joy. I got one of these guys again. Hold on. Man, I hate these guys. There we go. Okay, I think I'm in the wrong area, so let's go back. Did they? Some countries implemented 3-day weekends? I would like to know that. Metal Hellsinger. Yeah, dude, that was a great game. There's a VR version of it too, which I'm actually really intrigued about. So this is my only issue with Metal Hellsinger. I really suck at music. Like, keeping a beat is one of those horrible... I'm just really bad at keeping a beat. Like in church, like when I'm clapping to music at church, like I'm really bad at clapping on beat. So it's been really rough and hard for me to do that. But I really enjoyed Metal Hellsinger, but it was really hard to shoot on beat. Oh my gosh, how the crap do I get up there again? Oh, is it this? Is it this? I think it is. Here we go. Yeah, that's kind of why I haven't played it, is I heard that the audio latency in Metal Hellsinger VR was pretty rough, which is a bummer because I would totally play it, but I don't want to play a really rough version of it. So if they can fix it, because it didn't come out that long ago, if they can fix it, I'd be super willing to try it out. Whoa! Hey now. Hey now. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, hey. Oh, man, I haven't sung that song or heard that song in forever, but I love that song. Is it Crowded House? Booyah. Let's go over here. Now that we have the double jump, man. Dude, I feel like I'm very, very powerful now. We don't have the heat source. But remember, Ryan, there is that looks like some sort of missile upgrade power-up, I think. So we'll come back to that. The Unknown is underrated character. Oh, the Unknown from Metal Hellsinger? Yeah. I actually loved the fact that they had like a really cool story in that. It didn't need it. It could have just been like straight up, here's these levels, play it like an old boomer shooter. And oh my gosh, I loved it. I love the fact that they had a storyline. And they left it open to a sequel, which I hope they do. I really hope they do. Okay, what do we got here? Let's kind of take stock. All right, so there's that metal thing that we don't have yet. Yeah, the voice was so good in it. Oh, the voice acting was awesome. I still listen to the soundtrack. I was playing, they have some of those songs in Clone Hero, and then I listened to the soundtrack. The one with Surge. The one with Surge Takian? Takian? I can't remember how to pronounce his last name, but Surge from System of a Down. I really like that song. Stagia is so good. Yeah. That whole soundtrack is fantastic. Okay, let's double jump. Nope, we're not going to make it. Not going to make it. Okay, we can at least walk through this, even though it's slow. Nope. Charge? Ooh, okay. There we go. All right. Blood and Laud. Or, the Laud. Blood and Law. Yeah. I need to play that game again. Maybe over the course of the last couple of years, I've gotten a little bit better about it. I mean, honestly, streaming has been one of those things where I've learned a lot about myself and games. And it's knowing my bad habits and trying to correct them while in front of a camera with people watching me. While performing, that makes it a lot harder for me to like just keep messing up. I'll actually try very hard to not mess up because people are watching. So that actually really does help. So maybe I can get a little bit better with it. I do need to hydrate. Thank you, buddy. I will. Get a little water in here. Hydrate, homies. Right? Okay. I mean, I've been playing video games since 1988. That is my claim to my skill set. I've been playing games my entire life. I might not be amazing at all of them, but I will say, without trying to toot my own horn too much, that I feel like I'm very well skilled in most games. Perfect? Absolutely not. Playing at a competitive level? Absolutely not. Shoot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. DDR. I wish I was good at DDR. Oh, okay, so it's timed. It's timed. All right. And I just kind of messed that up a little bit. That's okay. All right, let's see here. Okay. So we need to get up there somehow. I shall try. One of the things that my friend and I would always do would be when when Anakin in, what is it, the Clone Wars, Anakin keeps going, oh yeah, you know, I will try, and the acting is so bad. Poor Christian Haydenson, man, he just did such a poor job in those Star Wars roles. But if you watch like back a few years ago when they were actually doing really good with the Star Wars TV shows, with the Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, they brought him back and they did a good job with him. I think he did an awesome job kind of redeeming his acting credit. Holy crap, what is that? Ah! No, I'm trying to scan this thing. Jeez. A new creature has been entered. This is a shadow pirate. Pirate forces trained and equipped for stealth operations. A select group of space pirates have access to sophisticated cloaking technology. He ain't cloaked right now, folks. This gear drains high levels of power. Yeah, no duh. However, forcing them to rely solely on melee weapons in battle. Use enhanced detection gear when fighting these. Holy crap, dude. Man. Good grief. Are we good? We good. Yeah, he would. And I've played part of this in VR. I just never finished it. It's so good, but it's still a little bit glitchy and, you know, janky. So that's why we're playing the remastered version. Phantom is better than the latest trilogy. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna disagree with you. When my wife and I got really sick a few years ago, literally right before the pandemic, January of 2020, we got super sick, and we marathoned the entire series. And we watched in chronological order too. We started with Phantom Menace. Phantom Menace is awful. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It is one of the most boring movies I've ever seen. I'd rather sit through all three new trilogy movies than Phantom Menace, because Phantom Menace sucks on a basic movie level. The new Star Wars trilogy, give me a second. The new Star Wars trilogy, here, I'm gonna pop myself out for a second. I need to go on a rant. The new Star Wars trilogy sucks, yes, but from a storytelling standpoint. It's not from a movie making standpoint or script standpoint. It is just straight up, these suck as a Star Wars movie. But Phantom Menace Episode 1 blows because it is absolutely not what Star Wars is at its core, which is a space operatic, you know, adventure. It is, let's talk about politics and let's have really bad line delivery from characters who cannot act and children. And let's put in CGI characters to make young children laugh with poop and fart jokes and Ebonics language aliens. That is why Phantom Menace sucks on a basic movie level. But the new trilogy sucks because we all want, you know, a good Star Wars movie, and they're just making the rehash of the original trilogy, but in a worse way, and doing bad things with the characters that we all know and love. So that's why the new trilogy sucks. It betrays the actual ethos of the Star Wars mythology, not movie making in and of itself. So there's my little rant on why Phantom Menace is still absolutely terrible and worse than I'd absolutely rather watch 8, 9, and 10. Is it 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, and 9 over 1 any day of the week? Rantrum. Yes. All right. Baldur's Gate 3 gets a VR. Oh my gosh, dude. I'd love to play Baldur's Gate 3. I am not prepared for this fight. I can't shoot missiles fast enough. Holy crap, dude. Oh, I need a save point so bad. Wow, I almost died. I need a breath. Wow, that was a bad spot to pause. Rey's the most overpowered character ever, and the Palpatine thing. Yeah, I fully agree with you. I fully agree with you that Rey is a bad character because she's way overpowered, and then Palpatine coming back at the end, like, no. That is horrible writing. And that's what I'm talking about by betraying the mythos of Star Wars. Yeah, you can bring back the Emperor, you know, like, or you can bring back characters in spirit form and stuff, but to say he's alive after 3 and the Death Star blew up because magic, like, no, sorry. Crap. I hate these turrets. Oh my gosh. Jeez, dude, just let me save, man. Okay, whatever is this? You have, oh, okay, cool. We got the map now, finally. Tell me a save spot, man. Did I miss anything over here? I did, but that was that huge area. We have, that's probably a boss fight area. I'm wondering if that's the save room. That's gotta be the save room, right? Should I go back? I think I should go back. I think he took his wallet. I think he took his wallet. Okay, we're gonna go back because I need to know where a save point is, because holy crap. It was to the left. To the left, to the left. I hope. Hope. Geronimo! Please be a save spot. Yes, thank you. See, sometimes you miss those spots, and then you get to a boss, and you're like, oh, crap, and then you die, and then you're like, crap, now I gotta do like 20 extra minutes of backtracking. Geronimo was a Indian war chief. That's right. What's up, Baba Sticky, dude? Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing, dude? Welcome in. Yeah, Saturday night's all right for a little Metroid fighting. Yeah, I'm waiting for some time when I know I'm gonna have time to really sit down and enjoy Baldur's Gate 3 to actually dive into it and play it. I can't wait. Yeah, it's been a while, dude. Hope you're doing well, dude. Multiplayer, yes. Multiplayer Madness is gonna come back. The thing is, with multiplayer Madness Nights, a lot of people have been gone. Most people. The streams have been 2 to 3 people lately for a while. And so I want to make sure that we have people to do multiplayer Madness before I sit there for 2 to 3 hours playing by myself in a multiplayer map. It happened too many times at the right before we started moving, or right after, I can't remember, that I just had to put it on pause. When more people have been joining the streams and server lately, so that's nice. So I will be bringing that back, don't worry. Oh yeah. I'm loving this, by the way, man. No worries, dude. If you don't have a game system, that is absolutely okay. I do this because I love doing it, and I'm here to entertain you. Access to Research Lab Hydra granted. Hydra? Nope. We got some space pirates. Suck it, space pirate. I got him, right? Anyone else? Who wants some? I'll take all of you guys on. Suck it, space pirates. Can Samus just be... Can there be a Duke Nukem mod for Metroid? Like, if you wanted to make Metroid not a... like a terror, like horror game, you can just make it a Duke Nukem mod. Yeah, dude. It's so good, isn't it? That Pinball FX VR game is phenomenal. Increased acidity levels recorded in Phazon anominic bath? I'm bad at pronunciations. This is likely the side effect of Phazon ingestion by test subjects. Okay, all right. Getting a little lore here. Phazon fluid bath levels at 70%. Checking diagnostics per procedures. Specimen 43, decreasing vital signs. Cold dampening appears stable. Man, there is a crap ton here. So we did this, which was the Hydra granted, right? Stasis tank operational, but currently empty. Specimen 102, increased volatility recorded. Predator awareness indicated even in cold stasis. Well, can we just make sure that they... Nope. Okay, fine. Elevator operational, please step into the hologram. Stasis tank operational, but currently empty. Specimen 29, life signs normal, pulse at 140%. Ooh, that's not good. Mass increase of 4%. A new pirate data entry has been downloaded. Space pirate encrypted data decoded. We have codified the newfound energy source as Phazon, a V-index mutagen, which we have very little reliable data. Indications point to a meteor of unknown origin expelling Phazon into the environment. This material appears to possess the power to mutate organic life forms sufficiently to withstand its poison. These mutations appear promising, with abrupt evolutionary leaps appearing in a single generation. Reproduction. Plans to establish a full science team on Tallon 4 are being finalized. I don't know. She was asking about... My wife was asking about Baldur's Gate 3 semi-recently, but she's been so busy with her dog stuff that she hasn't had time to play video games at all. She was blowing through the Mass Effect trilogy again recently. She's on 3, but she hasn't played in like 3 weeks. All right, mining operations have begun near the crater of Phazon. Appears to be most concentrated. Daily Phazon yields increased of 44%, and our mining systems become more streamlined as personnel and equipment flows increase. Several incidences of Phazon-induced madness have been reported. Ooh, I wonder if it's like space madness. prompting an augmented life support regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respirations, muscle spasms, and in most extreme cases, hallucinations. A timeline reassessment for the refinery operations are recommended, as the material proves more unstable than initial analysis indicated. Oh boy, this is a lot. Exenome SA is undergoing relocation in Lab Hydra. Subjects transferring ordered to a pronounced increase in aberrant behavior, security clearance, ADR 13. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's so much here. Phazon infused with the energy core of Xenome SA is 70% saturation. Increased dosage appears viable, and a new pirate data has been downloaded and decoded. Most terraforming in retrofitting of security checkpoints on Tallon 4 is complete. We have... Excuse me. Oh my gosh. But we continue to research the alarming epidemic that breaches by local creatures. Door records show no unauthorized entries, so we must presume the creatures are either slipping in undetected during a daily personnel moves, or else finding their way into the subterranean tunnels. We found many small breaches of this latter sort and plugged them wherever we can, but it is unlikely that we will ever achieve full extermination within our current timetable. Okay. Did I get everything? I feel like I got this one. No, I did not. Our initial test exposing Tallon 4's indigenous parasites to Phazon appear to be successful. Increases in strength, size, and aggressiveness are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions, like additional poison sacs within the abdomen, and the appearance of a second ring of mandibles in several subjects. These creatures were chosen because of their resilience, and it appears possible that, given enough exposure to Phazon, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transport them to. Our methods will have to be refined. We currently have a 100% extinction rate after the 4th infusion period, and most survivors of the 3rd infusion period or stage are so violent and uncomfortable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experimentation will result in success. Okay, and we got that. Oh my gosh, good grief. Cheers, everyone. Crack open a cold one with the boys if you got it. Zephyr, thank you so much. I hope you have an awesome night, buddy. Let's finally continue on, because good grief, that was a lot of scanning. Oh, and we just went up one floor. Okay. Hold on a second. Wait a tick. Oh, dude, I blasted him off. That's great. That is a Metroid, my friends. First Metroid sighted. Boom. I need a faster charge. I feel like the charge is definitely not as fast as I'd like, but that's okay. Man, these space pirates, dude. We're getting some combat now, man. There's a lot here. Good grief. Huh. All right. Deal with that turret. Those turrets, man, they take me out. They have a lot of... Oh, man, there's so much scanning. Transfer of specimen 344 to the Lab Hydra complete. Further infusion suspended pending security assessment. Oh, hold on. We got one. Suck it. I've been watching a lot of wrestling stuff lately, so I'm going back to the old DX suck it thing. Prep work on all empty stasis tanks must be completed before specimen batch Y arrives on 12.13 or 3.12.2. Okay. Yeah, there's this show called Dark Side of the Ring, produced by Vice, and basically it's about like just bad things that happened in wrestling. A lot of things that happened to wrestlers over the course of their career, why they died, how they died, like what went through their life and stuff. It's crazy. I got 2 words for you. Yes. So I've been kind of deeply entrenched in some wrestling stuff lately. Optimal absorption mutation has led to the unexpected degradation of internal organs. Ooh, that's not good. So the new episode, so they're on season 6 right now, and it airs every Tuesday night. So on Tuesday, they have a new episode with Big Van Vader. And I was always a Vader fan. I always loved Vader. So I'm excited to watch that. Absorption mutation has led to the unexpected degradation. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if they're ever going to be on YouTube or they might. Daily decontamination. So yeah, so it's called Dark Side of the Ring. It's really, really good. If I end up doing some of the things that I've been planning on doing, maybe we'll do watch parties in Discord or maybe on the stream. Probably not on the stream because that kind of gets a little bit rough, but we could do watch parties in Discord and I'll just play those episodes. I have them all, so I'll be more than happy to do that for you guys if that's something that sounds cool. Daily decontamination is now required for all personnel working in a lab. Okay, I think one more. Oh, sweet. Okay, so that's something that sounds good. All right, I'll try and see if we can set something like that up soon. Research Outpost Glacier 1 in the Fendara Drifts region of Tallon 4's mountains is operating at 85% creatures sub-zero. Ooh, sub-zero's here? Maybe Scorpion's gonna show up too. Temperatures have made the Metroid sluggish and easy to control, even those well into the phase-on fusion cycles. Cold contamination stasis tanks are sufficient for juveniles, but some of the larger Metroids have been moved to quarantine caves for safety procedures. Security doors remain an issue as malfunctions due to ice occurs every day. Large predators in the wastes are also a concern as they will continue to kill personnel and breach secure areas. Unfortunately, it has become clear that our contaminant teams cannot neutralize all of them without a vast increase in mutations and soldiers. Yeah, dude. Vader was crazy. I was always a fan of his. Tissue samples from stasis tanks must have been hand carried to Lab Hydra for analysis. Notify security of all material moves. And the stuff that I don't know about him, I'm really excited to learn from that show. As far as I know, it's going to talk a lot about his time in Japan and wrestling in Japan and stuff like that on the indie circuit. Oh, dude, this is, I think, the first time we've seen a wall or a ceiling/floor door. It's a little tough to say. Man, these turrets. Ooh. Hey, we got it. But yeah, that'll be fun to put some of that other extra stuff on the Discord server. That's the stuff that I want to do when we have a really large community is do, you know, some events in the Discord like as exclusives. I think that will be really fun. Whoa! He just came out of nowhere. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're really wanting to see some of the more... It's a bummer because it really is like that show, it's called Dark Side of the Ring for a reason. It talks about the bad stuff in wrestling. It's not feel-good stories for the most part. I just watched a lot of season 5 that I never finished last year. And so there's stuff like with Brutus the Barber Beefcake which was really interesting because I never really knew about him too much. I knew that he had the barbershop kind of like talk show area in WWF and stuff like that, and that was really cool too. What's up, Immortel? How are you doing, dude? Welcome in. Long time no see, seriously. What is up? How's it going, man? But watching a lot of those episodes are really, really cool. It's cool to see like what happened, like really. They don't sugarcoat stuff. They talk about all the bad stuff, and they really get deep into, you know, a lot of like what happens with the drug usage and a lot of other stuff too. You're live too? Nice. Excellent. Okay, so where do we need to go? We need to scan all this stuff. We got more scanning. There's a lot of scanning in this area, man. Holographic map coordinate data updated. Okay, yeah, so you've seen a couple of the seasons. Excellent. I'm doing pretty good. Life is awesome. We're in a little bit of a pretty bad weather storm right now. We've got some tornadoes happening around us, so kind of keeping an eye on the weather and just making sure that my house doesn't blow away. But I think we're in the clear for tonight. But it's been pretty rough for the last like week or so. There's been just tornado watches like pretty much every day. All right, Faust, have an awesome sleepy time. Spiking emanating from a Wanderer-class planet identified as Tallon 4. Scout reconnaissance was immediately dispatched to the center of the spike, a landmass at heading mark 40.08.02, returning with planetary samples and atmospheric imaging. Analysis shows that energy sources have been to an unstable radioactive material of enormous potential. We are unable to form an accurate risk assessment at this time, but we are unlikely to find an energy source this powerful again. Analysis will continue, but currently Tallon 4 appears to be a viable secondary headquarters. Okay. All right, so they're kind of sitting here wanting to make this planet a secondary headquarter. Whew. Yeah, we're all good. No worries, dude. We're all good. It's been really rough weather for pretty much the last 4 months straight. And now we're in just like tornado season, apparently. It's never been this bad before, like at all. What's up, Wolfman? How are you doing tonight? And everyone's coming in, dude. I love this. We're seeing a ton of people again. Yeah, seriously, get some of those twisters. Okay, so what happened? What did I just unlock? So we got two doors up at the top. How do we get to the top? We need to jump this way. Go up. Did I do this one already? I did not. Beep up, beep up. Okay, and then we unlock those. All right, got it. Man, I know I keep saying this, but I am in love with this game. This game is so awesome. Wait, hold on a second. Hey, no worries, dude. There we go. We got one down. Have a good time, buddy. All right. Here we go. All right. Yeah. I'm glad you showed up, dude. Thank you so much. Miss seeing you too. Or at least talking to you. Right? This is totally different than... So, this is the thing. It's a totally different game than the original Metroid 2D series, but it has so much of the DNA of the Metroid games that it's just a first-person version of it. That really is what it is. It's so good. I would highly encourage anyone who likes... Okay, hold on a second. Not really sure what I'm doing here. Okay, Billiam. Twin Tabla. Ooh, new research. Zebes or Zebes. I never knew how to pronounce that, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, not only is it a Metroid game, but it has all these ties to the original 2D series. But technically, this is a totally different timeline and version of Metroid. So it doesn't tie directly into any of the 2D games. There are two separate timelines. And I'll talk about this in just a second as soon as I'm done scanning all of this. So there's Tallon 4. That's where we are, right? And we got this. Burrow Mine. And then we got these few things. We got more scans. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm a little tired of scanning. Not going to say. Thank you. I will hydrate as soon as I'm done with this. Phase-on mining is underway. Several garrisons have been established and terraforming the Chozo ruins are underway. Security systems are operational and the science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Fendaria drifts are proven to be optimal location for research headquarters, and soon it will be joined by a fully operational combat base at Starpoint. If Command's predictions are half true, we will rise to the dominance in the sector within a decacycle. Truly, these are glorious times. Truly, these are glorious times. I think we did this one, right? Yeah, we did. We did that. Anything else? Okay, so we're all good on that. So what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So when I wanted to play the... basically a few years ago, back in 2021, right after we moved out here to Tennessee, I was trying to figure out what to play. And I saw someone post this image, and if I can find it again, I'll put it in the Discord. But I saw someone post this image of the Metroid series because it was when Dread was coming out, when Metroid Dread was going to come out. And I saw this image of what the Metroid series was on a timeline. And it was two timelines. The bottom timeline was the 2D versions, and it said Metroid, Metroid 2, Metroid 3, you know, a Super Metroid and all that. And then underneath Metroid, the first original Nintendo game, it had Metroid Prime or Metroid Zero Mission, the GBA game. And that basically means it's a remake. And I had no idea. I never knew Zero Mission was a remake of the original first Metroid game. And I went, oh, because I've tried playing the original Metroid and I just hated it. It was just too old school for me, especially with the really bad map system and things like that. That's where you have to get a pad of paper and actually map out physically and all that, or get a Nintendo Power. I didn't want to do that. So I was like, oh, I could just play Zero Mission. I'll do that instead. And then Metroid 2, which was originally on the Game Boy, there's also a remake of Metroid. It was called AM2R, another Metroid 2 remake. And I've seen that game before, and I had it downloaded. I just never played it. And so I went through the Metroid series because of that image. And then I also saw Prime was on a secondary timeline. So Prime, this series that we're playing right now, is a secondary timeline of Metroid where it's a different universe. It's a different technical Samus. Like, it's not tied in. It's just its own thing. But it has so much of the DNA of the Metroid series. That's where I'm really, really excited about playing this, because it really does just feel like Metroid games in like a first-person shooter, and I love it. I'm digging it so much. So, yeah. I would highly encourage people who love Metroid but have not played this, do it. It's so good. All right, incoming data. Pirate communication analyzed? Main research facility located. Okay, so kind of where we're at. Just a little bit over. Got it. Let's continue going up if we can. Whew, we're getting high up here. I did not realize this place was so high. I'm not really sure. I think just Retro Studios wanted to go in their own direction. Super missile. All right. And again, you can see that the DNA of Metroid at its core, with the upgrades and the Metroid and the space pirates and all the elements that make a Metroid game Metroid, the map and backtracking, Ridley, Zebes, the planet, they're all here. It's just in a different universe. So you don't have any preconceived notions of what's going on, how things are going to go, the Chozo and all that. It's just a different timeline, but I think it's also good because it is a fully different style or genre of game. It's a first-person shooter, right? 2D is side-scrolling. 3D is first-person shooter. So you have two different genres and two different people who like those genres and don't overlap. There's no like Venn diagram, and they still get the Metroid experience. So that's what I like about it. I do like that. This powerful attack uses 5 missiles. Well, we've got a ton of missiles, so I'm fine with that. Using the power beam, press and hold the blink to charge and press to fire. Okay, so the A button to charge. When we're doing the, oh no, I jumped all the way down. Ryan, hold on a second. Let's get all the way back up. I accidentally was trying to back up so that I can charge up the super missile, and I made a mistake. But that's okay. That's fine and dandy. We're okay. Samus is fine. So I got a regular one, and I think this is a save spot. I hope so. Thank you. Oh, good grief. Yes, I want to save. Man, we're making so much more progress than last night. And I haven't died. I haven't accidentally crashed the emulator or anything like that, so that's always good. I feel like I'm making good progress tonight. Oh, except for when I do that. Are you kidding, Ryan? I tell you, man. I open my big, fat, stupid mouth sometimes, and then my body just goes, nope. It's a humbling experience. It's like built-in humbling. I'm so good. Nope. No, you're not. That's okay. It does remind me of 2D platformers, though. I'll say that much. That's a very 2D platformer type of thing to happen. Get really high up on the level and then fall down. I always remember the Aladdin game on Sega Genesis. There's the second area where you're in the jail section. Like after you get thrown into jail and Jafar is the old crazy man trying to get you to go to the Cave of Wonders. There's this whole like platforming Mega Man style, like blocks being pushed in and out of the wall that you have to platform. And as a kid, I always had a hard time. Like I said, I suck at like beats and timing and rhythm. And so I always had a hard time timing the jumps properly to get it all the way up. And then I would finally do it and I'd be like, yeah. And then fall right down and go, oh man. It was always an issue. Always an issue for me. I wonder, can I kill these things? No, not like that. There we go. Again, those effects, like the static effect, because that enemy type is an electric version. Oh my gosh. The small little details of this game are just amazing. All right, access to the control tower has been granted. Anything else back here? No? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Boop. Yeah, this is great, man. I'm having such a good time with this game. The only issue is, with me, in the back of my mind, I'm just going, I want to get to the next game. I want to get to the next game. So it's hard for me to pause and go, just enjoy the game that I'm playing right now, Ryan. Come on. That's like the only issue sometimes with me, is I really don't stop and smell the roses more as much as I probably should. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Okay. I was like, oh no. Interloper. And then they turn into like suicide bombers, right? Boom. Boom, baby. Anyone else? Nope, I think I'm good. Nope, there is definitely some other guys. Dang it. Ooh, I'm taking some damage. Oh my gosh, I keep like shooting the boxes. Oh crap. Wow. Oh boy. That was close. I have 41 health left. Just 41. I used all my energy tanks on that boss fight, or like mini boss fight. Man. I gotta get a little bit better at the combat. Not gonna lie. Whoop. But we did it. We did it. I could have probably gotten a little bit better with the double jump stuff too. Oh, that was a bomb. Shoot. Oh, the other thing I was going to talk about. So my wife and I have been marathoning the Mission Impossible movies, and it's been fantastic. So we just finished Mission Impossible 6 and 7, I think. So we just finished Rogue Nation and Fallout tonight. Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, and Fallout. So now we only have the last one, Dead Reckoning Part 1 or whatever. And then apparently there's a new Mission Impossible movie coming out next month, and I'm so excited about that. Access to Research Lab Ether granted. Well, before we do that, let's just double check. Double check. Save spot was right back there. Should I save? I feel like I should. Just to get health and stuff. Like we're at 1 health tank. Let's go save really quick. Should be pretty quick. Oh, dude. If you've never seen the Mission Impossible movies, they're some of the best action movies out there at this point. Period. Like, no joke, 100% serious. The best action movies out. Bar none. My wife is not an action movie person. She'll watch them and she'll enjoy some of them, like she did like John Wick. Like the John Wick movies. But she was never, like, actively going, yeah, and stuff. We sat down and watched the original Mission Impossible the other night. and she's never seen any of them. She saw like the intro of 3 because it has Philip Seymour Hoffman in it. And that's all she's ever seen of the Mission Impossible movies. She watched the first one and she was enthralled by it. She really liked the story and like how technical it is. And then, oh my gosh, she was like captivated at that point. So good. I highly suggest watching them. And then, like I said, there's 7 or 8 of them now. And then the new one comes out next month. I think May 23rd is the release date for it. So, like, we've been marathoning 1 or 2 movies a night, and we never watch movies, ever. It's super rare for us to sit down and watch a movie. But she's been so into them, like we've been watching 1 or 2 a night. I hope I don't have to do this whole boss fight again. Whoa! Ooh, so that's a series I actually have not seen, the Bourne movies. I would like to. I remember I watched part of one when one of them, not part of one, part of one of them a while ago when it was coming out. We're just gonna skip this. We already fought them. There's 0 reason to fight them again. But out of the 2 that I have seen, John Wick and Mission Impossible, I think Mission Impossible is a much more enjoyable series because it's an ensemble cast. John Wick is just a singular character killing people. If you like gunfights, if you like gunfights, John Wick is better. If you like stunt coordination and action and fighting scenes with an ensemble cast and more of a story, like twist and turns story, Mission Impossible is better. And then Bourne Identity, like I said, I haven't seen them, so I couldn't give you my feeling on that. Hey, there's a Metroid! All right, we have our first confirmed Metroid. Metroid Prime, as it were, right? Tallon Metroid, energy-based parasitic predator. The effects of the phazon have turned these Metroids, a species of alpha predator native to SR388, which I believe is the Metroid home world. That's a planet name, SR388, in the original timeline series, into a unique subspecies found only on Tallon 4. A Tallon Metroid will latch onto its prey and drain energy, growing larger as it does. The only way to shake an attached Metroid, Tallon Metroid is to enter Morph Ball mode and lay a bomb. Okay. Oh, crap. And we gotta kill our Metroids. Turn around. Well, I'm glad I saved it just in case. Oh, we had to kill the baby Metroid. It's actually not a baby Metroid. It was just a regular one. All right, bye, Space Pirate. Anything else we can scan? Oh man, we got more scanning. Here we go. Internal organs of Metroid seem to be limited in nucleic absorption cells and massive energy reservoirs. Contaminant temperature is stable at 3 centigrade. Environmental diagnostic satisfactory. The reconstruction of Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley, ooh, okay, was recently completed. After his defeat on Zebes, the command ordered a number of metagenetic improvements for him. Although aggressive, we were able to implement these changes into a cycle. These metamorphoses was painful, but quite successful in the end. Early tests indicated drastic increase of his strength, mobility, and offensive capability. Cybernetic modules and armor plating have been added as well. We believe our creation, now called Meta Ripley, will become a mainstay of our security force, a job he will certainly relish with mustard and ketchup. Metroid containment fields appear 100% effective after adjustments. Temperatures below 10 centigrade will render Metroids docile. Right, so Metroids freeze. Yeah, I love Jackie Chan movies too, and Western. So like the more kind of, not goofy, but fun, enjoyable fight scenes. Yeah, I would suggest Metroid, or Mission Impossible. John Wick is more of a hardcore, like, dude, bro, like, yeah, he's just murdering fools type of stuff. Mission Impossible, they don't really kill a whole lot of people. It's more, they're using tech and gadgets to outsmart. It's more of a thinker, especially with the storyline. So I think you would like that more. Man, this dude won't die. Thank you. Whoa! But like I said, they're all good in just different ways. Is that another Metroid? Doesn't look like it. Oh my gosh. I'm a little tired of scanning right now. There's so much here. And there doesn't need to be. Confidence is high regarding Phazon applications. We know enough about Phazon to begin combining it with Space Pirate DNA. The code name for this venture will be Project Helix. Preliminary studies indicate that Phazon infusion could produce radical new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutations levels are high in current test subjects. Phazon madness is a concern, but refinements in the infusion process should reduce the neutralize and odds of mental degradation. All right. As an energy basis creature, Metroids show immediate mass increase upon energy absorptions. And all guards must use ice contaminant gear when transporting Metroids. This includes sedated specimens and those pronounced dead. Dead. Directive. In the event of a Metroid attack, repel creature with missiles set to maximum concussion. Got it. Yeah, there's a lot here. This was back in the day with the GameCube, where the GameCube discs were very small, and so the data was at a premium still, just like it is with cartridges. Motion near Hunter Metroid GD appears to trigger psychotic episodes. Personnel are to stay within at least 3 meters away from the stasis tank. Okay. Weird. Hunter Metroid DS. Huh. Okay. Is showing signs of increased instability and heightened immunity to dampening fields. And that's motion when Hunter Metroid DG. I don't know what that is. Man, that target lock is great. Oh, crap. Metroid. It's sucking my will to live. Sorry, Metroid. Yeah, there's a ton of reading in this, and I honestly think it's because there's a lot of stuff that they wanted to get into the story without cutscenes and without all that data. So they put it in text, which is very, very small amount of data because those GameCube discs were so small. Hold on a second. Oh, the rain. Okay, I was like, dude, why is it so loud? Like, why is there just... It sounded like static. It's just the rain. Like, if you just hear that in the background, it's just a loud rain. Phazon Fusion Stage 6, Subject Metroid, blah, blah, blah. Subject mass at 180% of the previous Phazon cycle, increasing dosage by 4%. Okay. Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Studies shows a Metroid biology continue through a limited progress. It seems likely that we will be much more successful with the Metroids other than our means rather than trying to reproduce their powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need for proper understanding of their metabolism. A small force of disciplined Metroids could wipe out the entire armies, and once we find a way to shield them from a cold contaminant weapon, they will be invincible. Furthermore, oh my gosh, dude. Furthermore, they could harvest the energy they consumed, and we would have near limitless source of power at our disposal. What's up, Yoshirite? Yeah, I'm like 99.9% positive it was Samurai Champloo. But I'll do some research afterwards, and I'll double check that. I'm 99% positive it was that, unless it was something else. But it was a samurai Japanese anime game that had a second game to it. It was number 2, and it definitely was recalled. So, and my memory, like 99.9% of the time, I'm right on game, like video game history. But I never owned it or bought it, so it was just something that I did remember happening at the time. But I'll check. I'll check for you because I'm fairly certain it was that. Unless I'm getting it mixed up with something else similar named, which is not really a whole lot. Here we go. All right. Metroid dissection continues to provide more questions than answers. Our research teams have isolated the energy conduits that run from the invasion twin mandibles of the man. Okay, my brain is just melted. The energy core into the creature's quadruperite nucleus, but the manner in which the Metroid actually extracts the life force from its prey remains an utter mystery. The victim does not lose blood or any other vital fluids, and yet the Metroid extracts energy. Identifying these energy is our central problem. It takes no physical form, and yet without it, the victim dies. We will continue to research this matter, as the isolation of this life-giving essence could be the key to our ascendance. It was right after, I believe, the games that I had to close the game store. This was back in 2014, I believe. 2014, 2015 is when that occurred. Quarantine specimen exhibits highly aggressive behavior. Its body structure, composed of phazon ore, appears nearly invulnerable. This has rendered our efforts to train and discipline the subject useless. East Quadrain Cavern has been secured. Specimen remains all of the quarantine area. All experiments suspended pending pacification. Project Titan is suspended indefinitely. Security breaches resulting from massive casualties have occurred. Access is strictly prohibited until further notice. I will say I do remember hearing people say that the scanning is pretty rough in this game, and then they really, really subdued it in 2 and 3. Oh crap, hold on. Studies in Metroid biology continue throughout the progress. It seems more likely that we will have much more successful using the Metroids for our means rather than trying to reproduce the powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need of proper understanding of their metabolism. A small force of disciplined Metroids could wipe out entire armies, and once we find a way to shield them from cold contaminant weapons, they will be invincible. Furthermore, if we could harvest the energy they consumed, we would have a near limitless source at our disposal. Okay, we all good? We all good? Oh my gosh, dude. Energy tank. This item permanently increases. Oh, dude. There we go. Yeah. Wow. I'm so glad I looked over there. Super worth it. Anything else in here that I can jack? Man, dude, that was a lot of scanning. Just a lot. Okay, so oh, we were going down, right? And we did all this, so we need to go back up, I think. go this way. Yep. And we go down. We have this guy yet? Whoa. Nope, we got a new one. The ice beetle, burrowing insect with an ice-reinforced carapace averse to heat. This member of the beetle family has adapted to life in sub-zero temperatures in the Phandaria drifts, growing a thick ice shell over its entire body. The ice is extremely resilient, providing the ice beetle with an extra protection and augmented digging abilities. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. Cookie Monster. I will try Duke. I could do Duke Nukem all day, but that phrasing. Cookie Monster voice is pretty hard on my voice, especially since I do talk all day long for work. Like doing the gravelly voice. That's really hard to do for extended periods. So reading all of that is probably not going to be, but I could do other voices. You give me some other voices options and I'll be more than happy to do them. Cookie Monster is just one of those where I'm just like, oh, I don't know. Cookie Monster, Dr. Claw, I can do it for a short period, but not a long period. That's like you got to actually spend money for me to do it. Give me some bits from Twitch and I'll do that, but oh man. And I'm joking, by the way. You don't have to do that. I was gonna be like, yay, a console I don't have to scan. Central tank control circuit connection terminated. Okay. Well, we kind of had to, I guess. Ooh, it's a visor. Okay. Testing the thermal imaging software complete. Commencing download to tactical visor prototype for field testing. Baby. Throw a baby in there. Beaker. Me. I can't do a Beaker voice right now either. Beaker is always hard because it's so high pitched. It was funny. We had a church friend in college, and his nickname was Beaker because he honestly looked like a human version of Beaker. Like, he was very tall and skinny, and he kind of just like had a very narrow, long, cylindrical face. And so his nickname was Beaker. And when he told me that, because I didn't make that connection, even though I love Muppets, like, I never really made that connection, but he said, yeah, you know, people call me Beaker. I'm like, Beaker, why? He's like really smart, science-y type of guy? And he's like, no, because of the Muppets. And I went, oh! And I just totally went, oh, okay, I get it. Inform command that thermal vision test will begin soon. Abnormal heat traces stand out against their surroundings when looking through the thermal imaging spectrum. Baby. Hey, the central tank main circuit connected has been terminated. Oh man, I miss doing Duke. Again, phrasing. Force field network activated around the object. All 3 force fields must be deactivated to access the object. Chick. Dude. Thermal visor interfaces will be sent to quarantine area. These visors will be useful for any personnel involved in transport of the untestable test subject there. Man. Guy. Yeah, I agree. Duke Nukem voice sounds a little more fun. Okay, so I'm assuming we got to go up there again to these so that central tank main circuit connection terminated. And I'm assuming we gotta go back up. Nope. Can't double jump. I thought we could double jump. No, we gotta take the... We gotta take the long way around. Take the long way home. Just like Supertramp says. Central tank auxiliary circuit connection terminated. Guy. There we go. Yeah, new visor. Thermal visor acquired. Use the down button to activate your visor. Additional data downloaded to the inventory screen. Also, the new extras are unlocked in the main menu. Oh, I could totally take it in a different way and just be like super jerky Duke Nukem and just swear a bunch. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, everything got dark. Okay. Oh, this is cool. I remember the different visions of the visor. And this was at a time, again, I watched my best friend love Metroid, so he was always trying to get me to get into these games. So I go over his house and watch him play every once in a while. And I do remember this vision and it being like so distorted and blurry. And honestly, I'll be completely honest, this was at a time where I really was paying attention to graphics. Graphics were kind of like king back in that time period for me. So I remember going, oh, that looks awful. And he's going, it's just like, it's thermal vision, like how you're saying, yeah, it's predator vision almost, right? And I just was like, I'm not really impressed. And I was such an idiot, man. Okay, I don't think we can open that door. That is a gray door, and we don't have the beam for that yet. Okay, so we're going to have to come back here at some point. We got to go up. Got to go back, Jack. Boom. Okay. But this is cool. I really dig this nowadays. Again, I keep saying it. I was not in the place to enjoy this game back then. It was just not kind of the style of game that I really enjoyed. So coming to it now, I'm happy because I can enjoy it. Man. So even though it took me, what, like 20 years, I finally can enjoy Metroid Prime. Yeah, I knew we were gonna show up. Boom. It would probably be wise if I shot it with a charge beam. There we go. Just keep going up, keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming. Should have been holding my charge. That's fine. I just want to save. That's the one thing about older games that also it's really weird because games have just changed so much over the years that hold on. Ooh, what is that? Okay. Nice. Okay, and now we don't need that. Holy crap. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Come on. What the heck? What is this thing? A sentry drone. Well armed and armored. Sentry drones have limited intelligence but do their assigned tasks very well. Being machines, they are susceptible to electrical attacks. And my wave beam is not electrical, right? Drones initiate a security lockdown when they attempt to neutralize the intruder. Their electronic warfare suits Can scramble visor technology. Okay, great. Man. Holy crap, dude. Those were some serious enemies. That was tough. I think that the game is starting to become more difficult. Crap. It's not letting up right now. I'm like, oh crap, dude, just let me save. Like, you gotta give me a little bit of breathing room. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just having such a hard time with this vision. It's really throwing me off. I did not need to let the Metroids loose. Dude, die, Metroid. Holy crap. Man. The feeling of like just having your back against the wall, right? Yeah. Yeah. Which is good too, because it hasn't been too terribly difficult. The only thing is, this is the only issue that I have with that, is the fact that there's so, and this is what I was trying to say before I kind of got ambushed, is games were so different back in the day that there's not a whole lot of save states or save spots or whatever. You only have certain areas where you can save, and this kind of goes back to that era. And we've become soft as gamers because of modern game saving technology and all that stuff. Like, you just kind of don't even think about it. But it's so beneficial to go back to those older games and that older style to really make sure that you do have that skill built up. Now, what the heck is... Okay, it's still dark. I'm just trying to... I want to get up there if I can. There we go. Don't fall. Ugh. I knew I was going to do that. Try that again, because there's some... it looks like a missile upgrade. We've got 50, but we could get 55, and I'm all about getting more. I mean, it is my last name, for crying out loud. Oh my gosh, are you kidding, Ryan? But yeah, having your back up against the wall and trying to like just make a way out of no way is so much fun in games, because when you pull it off, you feel so good. That's, oh my gosh. I did it so perfectly fine, and I had no trouble with it the first time, and now I can't even get on the ramp. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just get on the thing and oh my gosh, dude. Okay, get on the thing and then just stay on. Oh my gosh, dude, why? Why am I having such a hard time with this? Ooh, a little mint in your ice cold lemonade. A minty lemonade. I don't think I've ever had a minty lemonade. That sounds refreshing. That sounds very nice. I'm normally like so good at this type of stuff too, but right now it's, oh, you gotta be freaking kidding. It's really, really sensitive. For whatever reason, like a little overcorrection, like just trying to course correct a little bit, you really overcorrect because it's very sensitive. There we go. There we go. Good grief. I need a drink after that. Wow. But we're doing okay. I found 25% of all items. Heck yeah. Okay. Now that we've done that, we can continue back up. Give me a save spot, man. I'm glad that I did see that. It was worth it. But good grief. There we go. Thank you. I do need to hydrate. I'm going to hydrate a little bit more because of that. Whew. But man, I'm having such a good time with this game. It's so cool, man. Like I said, they just don't make games like this anymore. Okay, let's see if we can get up to some just regular vision. Hey, look at that. I don't want to mess around with these guys again. It's not worth it. Because they're just gonna always spawn. That's the one bad thing about a lot of these games, like in the Metroid games, is you have infinitely spawning enemies once you leave the area and come back. And I've never been a fan of that. Nope, we're still in the dark. Okay. And we're gonna go save really quick. We need it. It's been a long time. Wow. That was a long time before we saved. That's what I'm talking about, is you have this old style of game, which is great. But when you have the saves be so far apart from major massive sequences, it gets draining, just not just physically, but like mentally exhausting to go, what if I die? What if I die? And if you die, you have to do everything over again. That's where I lose a lot of interest when I play a game and I have to do the same thing over again. It's like when you have those big set piece moments in games like Uncharted, right? And you fail them for one reason or another. Like all of that hype, all of that threat, all of that energy just drops to, I'm bored out of my mind now because I just went through that experience. I'm not going to replicate that experience immediately because I know what's on the other side. I just went through it. I'm not going to, like, that's where I kind of get bored with games, when they make me replay sections because I failed when I shouldn't have or whatever. So that's just kind of a me thing. But it's all good. We've saved. We've got more space pirates. Die. Die, space pirate, die. I love that they launch up like that too. That is awesome. A little bit of enemy physics, man. Oh man, dude. Mario Kart. So I've been trying to, I started recording. I have like at least the first Mario Kart, and one of the things that we're gonna do, give me a second. Gotta take care of these guys again. That's an interesting thing, like making you have to fight these enemies where you're in the dark, so you have to use this visor. But it's also scrambled, so the video kind of is really blurry on top of scrambled, or scrambled on top of blurry. That's a really unique thing to put the player through. I'm still going the right way, right? Yes. Yeah. So we're still going the right way. Okay. Whew. Just making sure. So I'm recorded part of the playthrough for my series fatigue series, which basically is me playing through an entire series, but it's a video instead of live streaming. And Mario Kart was my first one, and I started doing it back in January, but because I got so sick multiple times over the course of the last couple of months, I just haven't been able to record it like I wanted to. So I have it like a quarter of the way done, but we're going through all of the Mario games, or Mario Kart games. Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart 64, Double Dash, all the Game Boy Circuit on Game Boy Advance, Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart Wii, and then 8. And 8 Deluxe is going to be the one that I'll play. But that'll be really fun because I do really like those games too. Before we jump up, is there any special stuff? Man, I want to be able to see again. Please, game. Just give me a good vision. Like, my eyes hurt. I just feel like I ran through this area, so I don't want to miss anything. I don't think I am. So I think we're good. Oh, and the arcade version, yeah. I kind of forget about that one because technically it's not US. I mostly try to stay away from Japan versions of games because I don't speak Japanese at all. Unless like there's no Japanese speak in it or kanta or any of that. Like then I'm fine with it. Oh my gosh, dude. This game, it is throwing the kitchen sink at me right now. Holy freaking crap, get away from me. I've played through them multiple times. I've played through the arcade versions. It's an emulator called Triforce, which was a triple hardware agreement between Sammy and Nintendo and I think Sega, Nintendo, and Sammy all agreed to make this hardware together, and that's why it's called Triforce. But I have played through all of the Mario Kart arcade games. There's 2 of them, GX and GX2, I believe. Good freaking grief, dude. Man, that was rough. I'm done with this vision. It's so hard to see. Oh my gosh, really? Thank you, game. Oh, good night. Save, dude. Wow. There we go. Well, I couldn't. I couldn't turn that vision off because everything was in darkness. So, here, I'll show you really quick. We had to escape this area, and unless it just changed. Maybe it did change. But yeah, I tried turning it off earlier and it was everything was still dark. Okay, so now, where do we go? We go forward. We can't go forward. Crap. So now we got to figure out where we go next, right? Is that... What? Why? I'm really struggling with the map system right here. Here, let's look at... Pirate data. We've done a lot of that. Artifacts. Got the truth artifact. The tower in Fendara sits atop their fortress. Opposite Sun Chamber, Life Giver, in the ruins where light always shines. Chozo artifact in the Grove. The world in the Great Hall of the Elders. Fendara's Edge. Yeah, see, at this point, I'm just like, okay, where do I go now, right? Yeah, the Metroid maps are... So this is a really good map. It's a very, very well done map that's easy to navigate and look at and understand. The legend on the left-hand side is really well made. Very easy to understand. Like, any beam can shoot that. But it's not open. Oh, duh, scan it. The door has no power. A nearby power conduit must be energized for it to open. A blast of electrical energy will energize the conduit, and the conduit radiates some heat that is invisible in the normal spectrum. So we have to be in this vision to find our power conduit area, which is right up there. Cordite statue is worn and weathered. Scan indicates the presence of the power conduit behind the statue. What? A cordite statue. Power conduit. Okay. So, I gotta change to a power beam. Hold on. Kinda not sure. Oh, man. Oh, my brain just like straight up broke because of this. Beam combo. Your charge combos will allow you to fire the missile launcher and the arm cannon together. The combined attacks are stronger than normal blast. Arm cannon can be charged to use a charge. When your arm cannon is charged, press R. That was it, right? What about my super missile? Is that it? The beam combo, maybe? There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, dude. Stop, Ryan, with the button combos. Good grief. Finally. Okay. Took a minute, but we got it. Ooh, that's fun. Run! Roll! Sorry, Samus, roll! Yeah, I think my brain's just starting to kind of melt a little bit. It's been a very long day. I got up earlier than I normally do, especially for a Saturday. All right, boss time. We got another boss. What is this, a Talus from Zelda Breath of the Wild? It's what it looks like. It looks exactly like the Talus from Zelda Breath of the Wild. Or, if you're an old school gamer, it looks like one of the characters from Balls 3D on the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Okay, well, it's giving me missiles, and I should be scanning it. A Thardus, an animated sentient creature of stone charged with phazon radiation. The phazon radiation given off by the Thardus negates auto-targeting systems, preventing lock-on. Okay. It may be possible to acquire alternate targets with different visor. The chaotic nature of phazon irradiation leads to instability in its structural integrity. Thardus can encase targets in ice, and its colossal size and strength make it a formidable opponent. Well, that didn't help me, so just use my different visor yet again. How do I change visors? Down, right? Okay, there we go. Ooh. Combat visor. Ooh, man. Okay, I got this boss fight now. Boom! Boom, baby. Whoa! Crap, he took out some energy. Okay, so hitting it is not killing the... or killing him. It's not taking... oh my gosh. It's that, right? Or no, it's just the explosion. Get away, Ryan, get away. Huh. Man. Good grief. This is a lot of these boss fights, man, they're really, really intense. More so than it feels like most Nintendo boss fights are. I was not expecting to have this intense of a boss fight. Okay, animated sentient. Oh, it's scanning it. Whew. This is intense, dude. Crap. Stay away, Ryan. I need a heat visor, man. Or like something to blow away this ice. Can't see anything. Can I do damage to this guy at this point? Like, please. Like, I'm halfway done with this health. That's a lot. Okay, it's gotta be, this gotta be the last one. It's huge on his back, right? What, come on. Game, hold on. It's literally not letting me, oh my gosh, dude, what the heck? That was weird. It would not let me change. I thought the game crashed for a second or something. Oh my gosh. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate on getting this guy, man. This is intense. Like, I'm exhausted. Luckily, I'm doing good where I'm not getting too damaged by him. Can you please be done, dude? I'm done with this boss fight. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. Crap. Ow. Almost there. I think this has got to be the last one. It's like his center of mass. This is an intense boss fight. I gotta say, like, one of the bigger boss battles in Nintendo history, like, just intense-wise. Come on. Come on, baby. Just stop rolling. Let me shoot you. Oh my gosh, stop with the rolling. The rolling is just taking forever. Just please be done. Stupid hands, too. There we go. Good night, man. Yes. A yo-yo ball. We got a yo-yo. All right, spider ball. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. Spider ball. All right, press and hold the ZL trigger when a morph ball mode to attach to spider ball tracks. Sweet. Yoink. Oh, wow. This just kind of goes around. And then there's the grapple beam we still don't have, the grapple points. Now, okay, that's where we came in. Now that looks like an entrance of some sort, or an exit possibly. With a ball entrance, so we will go this way. Man, that was rough. That was a long... I was gonna say, didn't we do this? But no, this looks different. And that spider ball makes her real fast. The Magmore Cavern South, okay. And then there's also a spider ball. Spider track. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to pull the trigger. There we go. Whee! Okay, so we can't do that one. We don't have the weapon for it. Man. Let's see where this takes us. What a fantastic game, dude. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how good this game is. Okay, so this is a new area, I think. I'm assuming. That one has... Well, okay, so that's that. This is probably a save point, I'm hoping, on this side. And it is, yes. Yes, yes, I do want to save. Thank you. Don't go up. Whoa. 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 All right, and we are... Ooh, we got some space pirates? I've gotten this guy before, yeah? Okay. Luckily, I saved. Good grief. I'm just getting rocked. Man. Yeah, so I have played this game in VR due to a fork of the Dolphin emulator. Dolphin is a GameCube and Wii emulator. It's both of them combined, GameCube and Wii. And with the GameCube, you can actually... There was a fork back in 2016 and then updated in 2017 for VR. But... It was abandoned, which sucks. So it hasn't been updated since 2017, and VR has come a crazy long way since then. So it sucks because it's not updated, so it's not as good as it can be. And so some of that VR implementation is very janky because it was right at the beginning of VR's life. But it does work, and if you start messing around with controls and things like that, you can play this game in VR. But you have to play it with a controller. Like you can't do it with the motion controllers or anything like that. It has to be a controller. Because again, it has been updated since 2017, and that was like right when only Oculus still didn't have motion controls at that point. People forget Oculus Rift had only game controller. It came with a Xbox One game controller, a gamepad. People kind of forget that. They didn't come out with motion control, hand things until mid-ish 2017, early 2018, I believe. The heck is this thing? A puddle spore. Sentient floating lava mollusk protected by an impenetrable shell. A puddle spore opens when approached and attempting to intimidate with its size. When open, direct fire to its mantle causes it to flip onto its defensive position. It can slam shut, and it ejects a spread of harmful energy globules. So it's just like you have to use it so that it's a platform. Got it. A burrow or tunneling insect predator similar to the beetle, though it spends more time underground. It seeks seismic disturbances than surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains, it makes up for with aggression. Where am I? Okay, so this is all brand new, right? Okay. Okay. Make it a little platform. Make it a little platform. Oh, crap. Jeez, that was not good. Did not want that to happen. I'm wondering, oh, there's gotta be, yeah, there's definitely a spiky pit. Hold on, let's, crap. Ryan, moron. Oh, it's a grapple beam. Okay, so we gotta get the grapple beam first. Okay, fine. But yeah, it's really fun in VR, but again, it's a little janky. But it is really cool being able to see a lot of the cutscenes in VR. Okay, I was like, shouldn't I be able to hit that? Okay, we gotta be able to get the grapple thing. The grapple thing's gotta be close. Can Lara Croft get through this stage? I think so. I think Lara can do it. If Samus can do it, Lara can do it. Come on. Okay, so missile. Missile definitely works on that. Man. These enemies just take so much hits. So many hits, sorry. Beep bop beep beep bop. Oh man, that was close. I did not think I was gonna make it there. Anything else around here? Research? Oh, okay. Have I not grabbed that and scanned the red ones? Okay. You wanna stop that thing? Okay, we'll just go under. Haha. There we go. Man. Ugh. Okay, I'm kind of done with this area. It's like 5 of the same areas with the same boulders. Like, I get it. Ooh. Just a tad crispy, that's all. I remember this area. Bum, 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 bum. Great music, by the way. Nope. Why am I going the other way? There we go. So we've been on this side before. Yeah, that connects. Okay, so this was all new. Just a little wary of some of this stuff. Yeah, this is where we were. So we should have gone this way. And this is all just connecting us to the other side. My earliest memory, my 3rd birthday party. I remember Big Bird and my parents throwing me a Sesame Street Big Bird birthday party. That's an interesting question. I like that one. Okay, where are we now? Where are we now? I do not know. Not have ghost stories, but I do have memories. I do have early memories. Okay. Oh, the zoomer, right. Okay, so I'm debating on whether we go back and do the other side. Because this is, we're at the landing site. We're at like straight up the beginning of the game, right? And we haven't collected any other... Okay, we're gonna go back. We're going back, Jack. We gotta go back to the island. I left that one spot open or not covered. I will forget it completely. So we're just gonna go back and do it. Oh man. Ugh. Tired and having fun. Yeah, I think so. I think it's a happy memory. Okay, hold on. That's all the... Okay, so this is the way that I want to go. We want to go this way. All right. Cool. Just double checking. Back up this way. Oh, I don't like that it does that weird camera angle. Let's reverse the controls while you're holding the control. So like I'm pushing up on the joystick to, you know, move forward, and then the camera angle changes, and then while I'm still holding up, I go back. That's annoying. Okay, we're gonna bounce over here. We're just gonna run through this stuff, because I do not want to spend too much time in here if I don't have to. Oh no, lava. I bet you it's just like a save point or something, right? It's just gonna be a save point. No, I don't, and that's the reason why. I believe ghosts are demons. I don't believe that there are ghosts or anything like that. I think they are demons that look, you know, there's definitely a spiritual realm, and that people make up these stories because they can't explain or don't want to believe in the spiritual realm of things. There we go. Give me some health. Ah, come on. Oh man. So I'm bummed because I never got to finish it. It was before I met my wife, and my best friend like hung out and spent the night, and he was showing me all this he was showing me Samurai Champloo, and I was like, oh dude, this is really cool. And we watched like 5 or 6 episodes, I think. And like he left, and I was like, oh, I'll watch this, and then I never did, so I never finished it. And with stuff like that, because I know that's like a series that has ended, so there's only certain episodes, right? And there's only a certain amount of episodes. I want to watch all of them. So I want to watch them all, but I don't remember where I left off at this point, so I would just have to rewatch the entire series. And I plan on doing that at some point, hopefully. Just whenever I have time. Okay, so I think it's this way. We go through. Yeah, we did not. Oh, man, we went all the way back, and it's just blocked. But we didn't scan it. Unstable benzium debris blocking path. It says it's unstable. Oh, it's only 24? Okay, cool. And like I said, I only watched like 5 or 6, I think, so. Okay. I might be able to watch that now. Okay, that's not it. Bummer. So we do not have the weapon to access this yet. And now, because I did scan it, we've got that white door. So as soon as we get the white door unlocking material, then we should be good. Let's go up and save it. Ugh. Ah. Ryan? We can scan that first. The machine is functional, but not receiving any power. There are 3 nearby power conduits that must be energized for it to be opened. Invisible to the heat spectrum. Okay. There we go. 1. 2. And 3. There we go. How did I miss that? I kind of like just skipped and glossed over this part. Oh, dude, that's cool. I love when games do that. I really like when games kind of make it so that it is like an episode where you're in it for a little bit and then you can pop out of it. You get a little bit of story beat and stuff like that really easily. Like, what an awesome thing. That's why I really liked the Telltale games when those were coming out, like why am I blinking on the name? The Walking Dead, the Batman game, the Borderlands game, the Game of Thrones game, like the Wolf Among Us, which is easily my favorite one. Like, all of those were great. Access to the east channel door granted. Lava within channel has been cooled. Ooh, okay, thank you. All right, I'll take the cooling of lava. That sounds like a timer, though. Go. Ha. Access to North Channel door. Oh, in the Minecraft one was solid too. Like that story mode where it had the voice acting. Especially now that the Minecraft movie is out. Like, and I actually posted this the other day too. I was thinking about it. I'm like, dude, why are video game movies live action? Why are they CGI? Just make a in-game engine video game movie. That's it. That's all people want. In-game engine video game movie. It sells itself. It's just a big long cutscene at that point, right? Maximum energy capacity increased by 100. Yeah, dude. Oh, that was totally worth it. Like the Mario movie that came out recently, right? We don't need a Mario movie that's CGI and, you know, that is made by the animation studio that made the Minions. No, with Chris Pratt as the voice and Anna Joy Taylor as the voice or whatever, and Jack Black as the voice. Like, give me video game movies that are made in-game engine with a good story and good voice acting that is not just popular, you know, celebrities. That's the video game movie that I've always wanted and that I think we all deserve. Period. Okay, let's go save. Ugh. It kind of gets me mad because it's such a simple thing that they could do, and they just absolutely refuse to do the most simplest, basic, cheapest, like way cheaper, right? Yeah, machinima, exactly, 100%. And it's been done by people who are not in the Hollywood, you know, filmmaking field, and it's always been better, always. Like, we get some good, decent video game movies and TV shows now, sure. But man, how much better would it be if it was just a machinima, you know, cutscene in-game engine movie? That's what I want. That's why I play these games. I like the graphics of these games. I don't particularly like CGI Minions, you know, Illumination film studio animation. Mm-hmm. Yep, red versus blue and all that. Absolutely. Okay. So where do we go now? We can't do that one because we don't have the beam to blow up the debris. We've gone all around here. So we can either go up to the main level or go through the magma corridor stuff and do all that. Triclops pit, lava lake. I think I'm gonna go up and go to the main, what is it called? Like her main spaceship, Samus's spaceship. The beginning of the technical game, because that intro level is, you can't get back there. Nope. Is that not? Hold on. Yeah, I have no idea what this whole, like, we need to make a video game movie. So let's make Zendaya, you know, the 4 actors in Hollywood, Chris Pratt, Zendaya, Jack Black, Jason Momoa. They're just the entire cast of Hollywood at this point. Why do they have to be like, why does it have to be A-list celebrity actors in these voice roles? Why? No one wants it. No one cares. It means nothing. And they're not going to do the source material justice. I don't care how good Chris Pratt's voice is for Mario, which is not that great, let's be honest. It's not terrible. I'm not saying it's the worst. But why? Why is he Mario? I guarantee you Charles Martinet would be a billion times better because he literally is the voice actor for Mario. Why is he not the voice actor for Mario in the movie? Oh, he retired from the role. Yeah, because they forced him out. They want a younger, you know, voice actor because Charles Martinet has been doing it for 30 plus years. Okay, so I need to go to the left. That's where I need to go. The left, Ryan, the left. Where is it? There it is. It's up here. Like that Minecraft movie that just came out, I'm just like, why? Why is it this way? No one wants that. And sure, it's making money because people are stupid. And it's a kids movie. And movies suck right now, so they need to take their kids to the movies. So it's gonna make money no matter what. It's just, and this is where it all comes down to, is it's gonna make more money because it's gonna have popular people attached to it. People will go see a movie that has someone that they've heard of before. It's just the way it goes. Regional climate analysis complete. Abnormally low temperatures at ruin sites. Okay, so we need to go to the ruin site. Hold on. We can't go that way. I think we can get up there though. So we need to go to the ruins, right? Chozo ruins, okay. This map button, man, it's just killing me. Okay, let's run through this again. I don't even care. Are you talking about the Minecraft movie? You saw it? All right, let's go back up and over. Yep, see, that's what I'm talking about. The control changes. Now I have to push down on the control stick to go forward. Like, it just doesn't make sense, man. Okay, there we go. Slid, that was a weird animation. All right, so we want to go up. Let's see if we can go up. And so many movies are that. Turn your brain off. I don't want that. I really don't. Like, that doesn't sound like, especially to spend money. Spend money to turn my brain off. Like, there's so many other avenues to do that for free. Yeah, exactly. See, and that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either. There's nothing wrong with saying, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna, you know, go to the movies and have a decent time or whatever. But for the amount that movies cost nowadays, that's not a justifiable reason for me to spend that money, is to turn my brain off, or, you know, to have a good time, or like have a decent time. Like, for the amount that it costs to go to the movies, which is $40+ for 2 adults, without like anything else at this point, like no food or drinks, and food or drinks, you add like another $30 to the experience because of freaking how crappy expensive everything is. Like, that's just not something that I want to spend that amount of money on for a decent whatever time. Like, if I'm going that was decent, like, it better be $5. Yeah, you know, and the same thing, I was talking about like the Mission Impossible movies. My wife and I are watching that series. I've seen all of them, but she hasn't, and so she's really, really enjoying them, but they're free. You know, we're not paying $40 every time for every time we sit down and watch this movie. And that's where it's like, oh yeah, dude, movies are fine, you know, for that type of experience. But to go to the theater, I've always been anti-theater for the last like 15 years. It was funny, my wife and I's first date was a movie. And God bless her, she married me even though I went on a tirade rant about how much the movies are crazy and all that stuff. It's just like, oh man, how she decided to marry me still, I'll never know. 28, okay. Did you go matinee? Dude, I haven't been to the movie in years, but I can guarantee you movie tickets are at least $15 per person. So 2 people would be at least $30 minus tax. So I don't know what crazy super ultra mega discount movie theater you're going to, but that's the cheapest I've ever heard for 3 people to go to a movie in the last decade. Okay, so where were we going next? Was it the ruins, the Chozo ruins? This is Magmore, Chozo ruins west, and whatever. Okay, so we need to go to the left and to the right. Left and right. Got it. I'm just running through all this stuff because we fought them a million times. And to the right, we go through the half pipe. We gotta get our hash pipe, as Weezer says. And we're back in the Chozo ruins. All right. Dude, you save some money, man. That's awesome. And dude, honestly, this is the thing, especially with kids, you're creating those memories, and that's priceless. I remember when my uncle took me to go see Congo. Like, that is a core memory for me, is my uncle taking me to go see Congo. And it was one of those movie theaters, and this was way back in the day. This is in the mid-90s. where it was a movie theater that also served food, like hot wings and things like that. And so we got a bunch of hot wings that they would bring out to us in the middle of the movie theater while the movie was going, and they had like a little mini table that you could set up next to it. So it was like a dinner movie theater experience. And dude, I can guarantee you Congo is not worth the price of admission, nor were the food and the wings and all that. But dude, that's a core memory that I always have. God bless my uncle for doing that and spending the money on me as a stupid young kid. Like, dude, that's where you get those experiences, and it's worth the price that you're paying. Making those memories memorable. Last movie was Deadpool. The first one? Wow. That was a while ago. I think the last movie that we saw in the theater, that wasn't like an independent, because independent movies are a little bit different. We've seen a couple independent movies since we moved out here. But that was straight up to support the actual film itself. Trying to think of what it was. I honestly think it might have been... Shoot, we got to go all the way over here. I know one is a grapple. I think this is the grapple, so we can't do that one. So we go straight that way and in here, I think, maybe. Yeah, because we got the purple. Okay. Was it Endgame? I think Endgame was the last time I went to the movie theater. For not an independent movie. Give me a second. Let me kill these guys. Oh, and they like stay, right? Oh my gosh, Ryan, come on. And just to make sure that we're all on the same page with this, whenever I talk about this stuff and I kind of get on a rant about things, those are always my own opinions. I never try to put people down for doing something that I personally don't like doing or anything like that. So when I go, I don't like the movies and I wouldn't go to the movie theaters if you paid me and all this stuff, like that's just me. That's just me and my own hangups with how movie theaters are nowadays, with people watching their phone more than the theater and stuff. So that's kind of the one thing. Oh, dude, Interstellar 555. Love me some Daft Punk, dude. Ugh, that is awesome. What? What is this area? Oh, this was a, like, there was a, yeah, okay. So we need to figure out, hold on. We need to go up there, that's what it was. There we go. Sorry, I had to figure that out for a second there. Okay. You want to... There we go. Okay. That control scheme, dude, I'm telling you, it's a little weird. I've heard Godzilla Minus One is really good. I have not seen it yet. I would love to. All right. Ooh, little fishies. Actually didn't mean to do that mode, but okay. Double jump, double jump. Double jump. This looks like the only one we can get into. I love kaiju movies too. Ah, crap. What am I supposed to be doing here, game? Oh, that's cool. That sounds awesome. Free swag too. That's pretty cool. Ah, crap. Can we get up here? I don't think we can. Shoot. Ooh, yeah, no, she's kind of heavy in the water. I don't think this is gonna happen this way. Okay. And it doesn't look like anything's up here. Huh. Weren't we supposed to go this way? Oh no, it's way over here. Okay. Ugh, we gotta go all this way. Okay. All right. Let's go another way. Poor Samus. She just wants to do stuff. Nothing to scan? Okay. All right, well, we went to go see what we could see. Oh, man. That's rad. That is awesome. Yeah, $50 for a shirt is a tad too rich for my blood. But that is awesome, especially if you got it for free because you were already in line. That's the best when you're in line and you're intending to go do something and someone's like, hey, I'll buy this for you if you do this. And you're like, oh, I was already going to do it and I was already going to get this, but now I'm getting it for free. Sure. Why not? Like, that's awesome. Yoink. Run, Samus, run. Whee, yo-yo. And now we can do this thing. Right. Sweet. There we go. This is where the game starts breaking a little bit, where it's just kind of starting to get a little bit goofy every once in a while. Yeah, mission missile expansion. I don't know why. Hold on. If I can get back down there. This area right here with like the missile expansion where it's behind this little gated area, with the way this architecture looks and the texturing of it, it reminds me of Quake. It reminds me of Quake 3. I think it was Quake 3. Now I'm misremembering or forgetting. Okay, so we can't go that way. We can't go to the right because we need the grapple. We don't have that, so we need to go straight that way. Boom. Okay, we got the shriek bat. It was just making sure. All right. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes. That is 100% why the Metroid formula works so well, is you get that little tiny bit of, now I can go do this. And it's always just far enough to be an inconvenience, but not far enough for you to not want to continue playing in stop. Like I can keep going, oh yeah, you just 5 more minutes. I'll just get to the next area. And then it's like, oh, you just unlocked this. Now if you spend another 5 more minutes, then you can go do something else. And now you unlocked the area that you've been waiting to unlock, right? Yeah, Metroid does that so stinking well. And that's one of my favorite parts of why this series is so good. And again, remember, I've only just started getting into the Metroid series back in 2021. I was never a fan of it. And I feel bad. Okay, to the right. Somehow. Up. Up and to the right. Ah, crap. Hold on. There we go. Oh, look at that. We just bypassed everything. I love it. I think that's where I'm supposed to go, right? Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Whoop. Oh yeah, the little eye things. We can run through these though. They're not really gonna hurt us. I think this is where we're supposed to be going to. I'm not really sure. The just 5 more minute rule. If a game can do that, it's gonna hook you. Oh man. Okay. Okay. I see what you're doing, game. That. Oh man, okay. I hope I can get this. I gotta be able to, right? Oh, dude, seriously? Maybe we can't do it yet. We can still go forward? Okay, this is where we wanted to go. Huh. I don't know how I feel about this. This was not where I thought I was gonna be. So the white, which we don't have yet. This is not a furnace, I'm telling you, man. I don't care what they say. Man, that rain is so freaking loud. This has got to be it, right? But how do we do that? I just hope I'm in the right area. Those just disappear so fast. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here yet. Yeah! Oh, I got it. I'm so happy. I hate these things. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. Get some Chozo lore. Take a breath. Man. Whew. Oh, no. Come back. Chozo lore. What is the otherworldly pestilence that infests the land, seeking out life in its blind need for corruption? And where did the meteor that brought it originate? Was it crafted by alien hands, or was it a roving chunk of planet that suffered a violent end? Our minds quail in horror at the end that thought that long ago, in some corner of the universe as yet unseen by our eyes, an entire planet was perhaps once coated with this great poison. Whatever cataclysm that have ruptured the doomed place must have been mighty, indeed. And if 4 other meteors from it spread throughout space, bearing this evil to the far corners of the universe, we must hold fast to the hope that this is not so, that the only surviving remnants of this evil are here on Tallon 4. Then, at last, there is hope for the eradication. There you go. Okay, so we're still in this thing, and this is where I wanted to go. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cooly, cool, cool. Ooh, what is this thing? Plated parasites. Hardy member of the parasite family and vulnerable to most machinery. A cousin of the parasite. These creatures are known for their amazing resilience. Field studies suggest a weakness to the morph ball delivered weapon systems. 50%, baby. 50%. Heck to the yeah. All right, let's roll in here. Samus, roll out. Autobots, roll out. I wish I could do a good Optimus Prime. I can't. Mostly because I was never a, like, big Transformers guy. I watched Transformers when I was a kid, but I never really kept up with it. And I only saw, like, the first 2 movies of the, like, the newer movies of them. So, yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a bummer that I don't have an Optimus Prime voice in my head, really. Because it is a great voice. Hold on. Can we scan? No? Aw, what? No scanning. All right, well, we've got our hash pipe. Yeah. Boom. Boom, baby. All right. Give me a second. Hold on. It's late. My voice is a little tired, but that's okay. What voice should we go with?
To the entrusted one, if you read these words, then our hope has been not in vain. Your path is fraught with danger. Monstrosities beyond the description lurk in the shadows, starving, hunting for prey, and searching for ways to quench the poisonous urges that the bloom in their brains. Some of these are the shrewd, but they are blinded by their evil designs, believing that in the black promise of the great poison, they seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these last that are the greatest danger. When you rid the voice of these creatures, you will be one of the true and trusted ones. Yay!
Oh, man. I've got to have some fun in these two. Bork, bork, bork. No. None know if our temple, the cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain its evil forever. For now, it wraps around the abomination, cutting it off from the world above. However, we believe in the power of the cipher, which has been produced by linking the 12 artifacts, should be strong enough. The fate of this world is now left to the one who will collect all the artifacts in the future. The time when the entrusted one's knowing is approaching. Many Chozo are gifted with the distance in sight, and even more begin to learn as our harmonization. Wow, I can't do that one. Harmonization with the universe becomes more and more complete. We peer forward, seeing prophecy in the ripples of the water, hearing rumors of coming days onto the breath of the wind. Though we celebrate these distant sights, many of these visions are dark, the worst of the prophecies, and the most common tells of the coming of the worm. I got a worm for you, baby, and the parasites nurtured in a poisonous womb. The worm grows, yeah it does, deforming from within until the world begins to rot. Not all prophecies come true to pass, of course, but we cannot help but fear in this dark portent, baby. Okay, man. Whew. Yeah, I think my brain is done. Worn and weathered. Right, so we can do the supercharged one. Ooh, what is this? Something behind the wall seems to have been activated. Beep bop, beep bop. Okay. So we gotta get way up there, it looks like. I mean, oh, dude, look at that, too. How do we get up there? Okay, hold on. We're gonna... I see a power-up, and there's gotta be a way to get it. This device has been previously used. It has shut itself off. Okay.
Groovy.
Okay, let's see if we can do this. Yeah. Hold on. I had it. There it is. I'm sorry, what? Okay. I was like, shoot, how do you do that? Okay. All right. So we do the same thing over here, I'm assuming. Except for this. That's gonna be a little bit harder. Not that much harder. Beep bop, beep bop. Oh no! Oh man, it's timed. Oh, that was close. That was real close. Yeah! Missile expansion. Heck yes, dude. What an awesome game. I love this game.
I love it.
All right, let's pop back down, and then we can go back to what we were doing before. There we go. And that was that, right? Okay. Beep bop, beep bop. Man, this was way bigger of a game than I anticipated. I really thought like I was going to be like close to the end by, you know, maybe 5 or 6 nights. I don't think I'm anywhere near the middle of this game. Some sort of plug is covering this slot. Minor energy readings indicate that a small explosive device is installed. Additional scans indicate that a detonator for the device is located somewhere of high altitude. Identified as a statue of a Chozo elder. According to the Chozo lore, these statues serve as a watchful guardian of tombs and its shrines. Its outstretched hands are empty, as if awaiting an offering. Okay. Scan. A Chozo ghost, spectral entity, bioelectric fields, and are vulnerable to natural energies. Okay. As these entities phase in and out of existence, the only way to track them accurately is with X-ray scanning. What? Usually in a partially phased nature makes them invulnerable to natural energy types such as fire, ice, and electricity. Their aggressive and erratic behavior is most likely due to the corrupting effects of the Phazon in Tallon 4 environment. They appear to be drawn to Chozo religious sites where they wreak havoc upon anything that dares enter the area. Okay, so how do I... The Hall of the Elders. Okay, that's just all of them, right? The Hall of the Elders. Lock system engaged. Secure the area to unlock the door. Got it. X-ray scanning. Okay, so we do actually have to use our... Ooh, he got me with an electric blast. Okay, bye. That wasn't too difficult. Bye-bye. The doors have been unlocked. Okay, so its outstretched arms are awaiting an offering. Okay. And then we got a little bit of lore here again. Things bound to earthly shapes are temporal and frail. Existing in a single dimension, they are fragile, invulnerable, and ultimately mortal. However, not all things obey this law. Shapeless. They wait beyond the realm of perception, emerging only when one arrives who can feel their presence. Such is the will of the Chozo. Our will to defeat the evil seeping into this planet remains. We desire only to see the darkness. Hold on.
Took it too far. Oh man, my throat just dried up. Hold on. It is our will to defeat the evil that remains, and the darkness meets its end. The will of the Chozo has no mind or reasoning of its own, though. This will be the entrusted one's trial. Oh man, dude, that just ruined my voice. Ugh, that's okay. I'm all good. I'm good. I'm fine. No, please, don't worry about me. The Elder's greatest power lies beyond the second lock. Radiation collector designed to absorb and store solar energy. They appear largely decorative. Okay.
Safety shield online, window secured. And those were the, like, things of minor energy readings indicate that small explosive devices installed, blah, blah, blah. We did that. An offering. So is that like a... I'm not really sure what to do here. There's got to be something that I'm just not thinking of. Normally, in Metroid, you jump up here into the hands and you get a special item. I am not sure what to do. And I can't, like, okay. I was like, that can't be it, right? No, it is. Oh, man, what? I wasn't paying attention. I was drinking. Hold on. Let's try that again. All because I was trying to take a sip of water. There we go. All right, let's try this again. There we go. There it is. Nope, nope. Oh, Ryan. Moron. I'm getting antsy. I'm getting anxious. I'm also getting tired. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Go. Okay, there we go. Beep pop, beep pop. Okay. All right, so we are gonna need 3 different cannons here to shoot, I guess. Can we get up there? I'm gonna say we probably can. No worries, Josh, right? Thank you so much for hanging out. Okay, so we got 1. We don't have the white or red power, so that's okay. What is over here? We don't have the white to do anything else, so... Like, we're kind of in an area maybe where I shouldn't be yet, because I do not have... What is this M? The Hall of the Elders. Missile recharge. What? Missile recharge? What are you talking about, game? Is this save? Oh, okay. Do we have the white? Missiles fully replenished. I don't care. I don't need missiles. Why is that even a thing here? I do not know why I need missiles to be recharged. Because I don't have... Okay, my throat. Excuse me. Okay. I don't have the items to do any of this right now. Or the rest of them anyways. So this seems like a room that I'm going to have to come back to, like with everything in Metroid, right? So we need to back out somehow. How do we back out? I don't even know where we went, where we came from. Where did we come from? Where did we go, Cotton Eye Joe? Unless it's one of those super missiles that we need to shoot, right? But that doesn't make sense. Field covering this slot is comprised of an energy signal that appears to be affected by cold, right? And this is by heat, right? Yeah. And that was standard morph ball slot. This. Oh! It's a morph ball slot. There it is. Okay. Got it. I was like, dude, I can't even get out of the room. There's got to be something. All right. A new path has been opened. Gotcha. Let's try this. Oh, man. Whew. Oh, here you go. Bye-bye. I love that he just, like, kind of tosses it. And we're back to normal, so we gotta do that all over again if we fall out. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. And we're good. Okay. Safety shield offline. Use caution near window. Okay, so don't fall out of the window because it's not a TV screen anymore. Gots it. Ooh, what are you? A drainage shutoff is holding. Maintaining water at a level of a reflecting pool at 95%. Excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like my pools to be good. Oh, these guys. The stone toad. Comprised of a creature smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within. A stone toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures similar to... Wow, I can't read tonight. A stone toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures smaller than itself, inhaling them whole. Anything it finds undigestible, it regurgitates. Stone toads are using their tusks as a last resort in combat. Duffman can't breathe. Oh no. Oh, no. Ooh, what's that? Fractures detailed a telluric armor alloy drain cover. The cover still functions, but its integrity is unstable. Okay. Charge and shoot. Hold on. There we go. Did that do it? There we go. Ha ha ha, sucker. Man, this game is so good, dude. I cannot tell you how much fun I'm having with this game. Every single time I sit here and go, maybe like I was right and I didn't like this game when I was a kid. I like, or younger. No, dude, this game is so stinking good. Okay. We got these guys up. Well, it's saying it's gonna digest, right? There we go. Ah. Ha, sucker. Abnormally low temperature at ruin site. Okay. Oh, right there. Okay, cool. Oh, man, my throat, though. Oh, my gosh. I don't know what I did with that last read, or with that read a few minutes ago, but oh, my gosh. Okay. And then there's some up there, it looked like, right? We just gotta keep going. We can keep going. It's not that big of a deal. It's pretty easy. Oh, man. What? Stupid pipe. Oh, that's that pipe, dude. Let's get some of the easier ones, at least. Ooh, we can get in here. I'm assuming this is safe. Ice beam. Sweet. Thank you. Now we have ho ho ho. I have a new gun. Dude. Why is this game so good? Why is this game so good? Unbelievable. I do like the wave beam, though. That wave beam is very nice and powerful. Let's go in here really quick, see what we can see, which is a save point. Yes. And I think that's where we're going to put it for tonight. It is just about 2 o'clock. And, yeah, my voice, I think my voice kind of finished there. Oh, man. Guys, it has been fantastic. It's been a really good night. Wow, the rain is so loud. Good grief. But it's been so much fun playing this game for the last several hours. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you are new to the channel, hi, my name is Ryan. You can always catch my stuff at gameordie.net. That's where I put all the reviews and written articles and the podcast as well. But you can always check out my stuff at the Game or Die YouTube channel. That's where all these streams get archived. Or join the Discord if you haven't, because the Discord is the place that I update regularly every day with the schedule. Kind of just a good, fun gaming hangout place to hang out and talk about video games and other stuff. Free games are always being given away. I've given like several dozen free games over the past year. So always be checking that out. And then, yeah, we've got some more fun stuff in store. There's voice channels where you can just pop in and a 24/7 loop of the Game or Die podcast goes on. Also, the 24/7 loop of old classic streams from the last year and a half are always playing in those channels in the community section. And yeah, my name is Ryan. I love video games. I've been playing them since 1988. I stream every night at 11 p.m. Central. Our game of the month is Metroid Prime Remastered, and I'm having a blast with it. So until tomorrow night, take care, God bless, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more video games. Till then, bye-bye.